This news update is brought to you by...
Say hello to Carol. Carol talks for a living, from morning till night. So she relies on Flo's crystal clear home phone service brought to her through Flo's 100% fiber to the home network. It keeps her in the know, and because she bundles her mobile broadband and TV services, she enjoys huge savings, so she can enjoy much more for much less. So visit any Flo retail outlet, call 1-800-804-2994, or visit discoverflow.co to find out more. One-of-a-kind connection. This is how we flow.
Welcome to this Barbados Today News Update for Tuesday, October 4. Thank you for joining us. I'm Desmond Brown. We begin in Haiti, where Hurricane Matthew has made landfall and is at this hour pounding the country's southwestern coast.
This is Matthew! Pray! Pray for us! We are right in it right now!
Matthew's raging winds and storm surge are threatening to devastate the impoverished Caribbean nation's towns and villages. The region's strongest storm in almost a decade made landfall as a Category 4 hurricane with sustained winds of 145 miles per hour. It is the first major hurricane to hit Haiti in 50 years since Inez in 1966. Heavy rainfall was reported across the entire country. The National Hurricane Center expects Matthew to continue on for another landfall in the lightly populated eastern end of Cuba. In other news, an urgent plea from residents of St. Peter for the Barbados Water Authority to bring them some relief. The Barbados Labour Party representative for the area, Colin Jordan, told our newsroom the water woes date back to May 2015 and the situation in the area is unbearable.
We've gone back to these prolonged periods without water. But what has the residents particularly perturbed is that there is an absence of water tankers. These are areas that do not have, in the main, water tanks. But water tankers are scarce, in some cases do not come at all. We have residents in Benton, for example, who have animals who have not had water since 2 Saturdays ago. And repeated calls have not caused the Barbados Water Authority to send tankers to the area. Mount Barbados, sometimes they will see a tanker, but not regularly. And the residents are frustrated to the point where some of them are very angry. And we're really calling on the Barbados Water Authority to do something to alleviate the plight of the people. Water is an essential item. I mean, everybody knows that. I think intuitively or everybody knows that.
Minister with responsibility for commerce, Donville Innes, has dismissed suggestions that those in authority are totally removed from society with no clue of what's happening. He says Barbados is a small and well-networked society, and this allows everyone to know what's going on. Mr. Innes, who is the Member of Parliament for South St. James, was speaking last night at a panel discussion on gun violence in Barbados. Trinidadian pastor Clive Dottin, who was a member of the panel, said Barbados is right now where Trinidad was 15 years ago and urgent action is needed to nip crime in the bud.
Already I'm reliably informed there are houses in Barbados where the owners cannot go back in them. They are drug lords and they have to stay outside. So you have a problem that could escalate exponentially, and your strength is your community and your discipline. In my country, part of the problem is a lawless and indisciplined nation cannot fight crime. They're what Trinidad, right here, she agreed with me.
An inter-island cargo service could become a reality within the next 3 months once a few hurdles are cleared. Ian Dash of SV Ruth Limited, the man behind the project, is undertaking it in partnership with the UE Cavill's Center for Food Security and Entrepreneurship under the Caribbean Sail Cargo Initiative. He told Barbados Today that he recently held talks with producers and cabinet members in Dominica to discuss the setting up of a weekly cargo service between the two countries.
I know we put LIAT in place to connect all the islands, but the fact of the matter is we're islands in the ocean, and the sea is our highway. And with the sea being our highway, we should be moving fresh produce and goods and services between the islands. If you think about the distance Dominica is, for instance, from Barbados, it's only about 175 miles, which in a car would only take 3 hours to drive. It would take an hour and a half to drive to St. Vincent, an hour and 3/4 to drive to, maybe 2 hours maximum to drive to Grenada. So looking at the sea as being our highway, we should be moving all of our passengers and friends and families by sea between the islands, and it's a terrific adventure as well.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
It's a vision whose time has come. This November 29th, Digicel, Barbados is Music presents the most explosive array of titans to share Barbadian stage. Crossfire, Coalition, and Square One will descend upon Kensington Oval for the independent show that will be talked about for the next 50 years. Get your $80 tickets at all advertised box offices. New Look Boutique, Digicel Store DeCosta Mall, Praxis Clothing Store, Play Deli, NB Music Supply Sheraton, Emerald City, Lewis Wildy, Eddie's Fights Down, Upbeat Warrens and Sky Mall, and TicketPal.com. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Barbados is Music or call 832-0246 for more information. Digicel, Barbados is Music is sponsored by Remy Martin 1738, Douglas Hill Wines 98.1, The One, Banks, and Digicel.
In regional news, the Norman Manley International Airport in Kingston was scheduled to reopen for full operations at midday as Jamaica rebounds from the passage of Hurricane Matthew on Monday. A number of airlines had cancelled flights in and out of the island as Jamaicans awaited the passage of the Category 4 storm. A government statement said the operators of the airport noted that they would continue to monitor the movement of Hurricane Matthew. The statement said that passengers scheduled for flights Tuesday were being asked to make contact with their respective airlines to confirm their flights. Jamaica was spared the full brunt of the worst storm to affect the Caribbean since 2007, but it brought with it heavy rains, strong winds, resulting in numerous floods. On the international scene, Turkey has suspended almost 13,000 police officers for their alleged links with U.S.-based Muslim cleric Fethullah Gulen. The latest wave adds to the 100,000 or so government workers dismissed or suspended since July's failed coup. Mr. Gulen denies the government's accusation that he or his supporters orchestrated the coup. The government, in turn, rejects claims it is using the coup as an excuse to get rid of its opponents. It insists those without proven links to the coup will be freed. That's news, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. Also, subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We are on Izumi Media in bus terminals or Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you, as well as Channel 99 on Flow TV and Binks 96.9 FM. I'm Desmond Brown.